Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Under the Lights Racing League Next Gen Series. This is your voice for the action tonight, INF, and tonight it is the culmination of four drivers' hard work here as we hit the season finale here at Chicagoland. It's great to be back here with you guys tonight. I'm sorry I've been away for so long. I'm finally back home. I'm finally back in the booth here for you guys tonight. It's going to be an awesome night of action as we see four drivers conclude this season off. One of them will be stepping away with the title. Of those four right now going into tonight's race, I do believe it is Mole in the Hole who stands at the top right now, looking amongst his competitors as the championship favorite. He is the leader in the point standings by 10 points over the second place of Ducky, with third place of LRS sitting 12 points back, and SP being fourth in the points, 19 points on back. Obviously, we've gone through this by way of our three races in the playoffs, that being at Daytona, Watkins Glen, and at Richmond. Mole having won, I do believe Mole has won two of these races, just to be clear. Yeah, Mole has won two out of the three races so far, having won overall 50% of this. Ducky was our winner last week at Richmond, closing that gap down to just a little bit. Heading into this final race, obviously, if you were with us last night, you saw the two truck of LRS claim the Truck Series Championship in a thriller right there. But we're willing to have gracious qualifying grid and mathematical formats or championship clinching scenarios brought to you from Storm himself. So thank you to Storm. As a quick shout out to him. We have 12 cars that are going to be slotted in for today's race, or that will at least be on the grid, with Mole, our championship leader right now, qualifying on the pole, with LRS second, R. Denny in third, SP fourth, at One Bad fifth, Hack sixth, Storm seventh, Crimson Sniper eighth, Kenny ninth, Drake 10th, and Ducky and Irate Pluto DNQ'd. Well, not like they're not going to race, but they will start in the rear as they have not qualified. Here is your championship clinching scenarios for tonight's race. Mole in the Hole has the fairly easy route tonight. He is coming in with a 10-point lead. All he needs to do to win the championship is he must finish 6th or better in tonight's race, and if he finishes 6th or below, he will automatically clinch the championship. Second place Ducky has the next best chance of doing such, or of winning the title. Ducky, however, it's not a very easy road. He will have to win tonight's race, with Mole finishing 7th or worse. Definitely a tough ask for one of the most consistent drivers in the field. LRS, who's sitting 12 points back, is going to need a win and Ducky to finish dead last in the race. But unfortunately, that does mean that SP is mathematically out of this. SP, the best he can do, I believe, is third. If I could take a look at the standings real quick, he's about 7 points back. Best he can do is actually second, if all went his way. But he cannot win the championship, unfortunately, even with a win and Mole finishing in last. It has been a very great season. Obviously, this is a big season for UTLR. We hit the 5th year anniversary. This is our 5th season together, and I'm glad that I've been able to bring you coverage. At least, I'm sorry I couldn't bring it to you on a full-time basis. But I'm glad that I was able to compete in some races and be able to bring you races from last season and this season. I've been very happy to be accepted by the warm family here at UTLR and all of you viewers at home. So thank you so much, and thank you for making this 5th season such an incredible experience for all of us. It's really meant a lot. Let's see. Want to see, have they raced Chicagoland earlier this year? No, I do not think so. This will be the only time that they have gone to the Chicagoland Speedway, at least this season. Should probably run down some final stats as this is the last race of the season. Give our credits to all of the drivers that have competed this season. In the overall point standings, Mole is the overall minus the playoffs, he has scored the most points this season by 129 points over second. Mole by far has had the best season of anyone so far, with a season accumulation of 18 stage wins, which he is the only person to have won or to have double-digit stage wins. He had 18 stage wins with an average finish of 4.33. Surprisingly, only one pole. It's a little surprising, but nonetheless, completed 4,143 laps. That's, I believe, the most in the series. With 33 starts, he's made every single race, 10 wins, 24 top 5s, and 30 top 10s, only finishing outside the top 10 3 times before this race. Ducky has had another incredible season as per usual. He has 9 stage wins. That is the second most with an average finish of 6th. 5 poles with 33 starts, 4 wins, 20 top 5s, and 25 top 10s. More or less that goes all the way down. LRS, who is our third overall point scorer, he has 3 stage wins in 9 poles, which is the most by far the most. 33 starts, 3 wins to him, 12 top 5s, 26 top 10s, with SP scoring the 4th most points overall. He has 4 stage wins with 4 poles, 33 starts, 3 wins, 15 top 5s, and 26 top 10s to his name as well. One Bad, who is scored the 5th most points here, scored 2 stage wins with 1 win, 9 top 5s, and 25 top 10s. My goodness, that's a lot. Just highlight the other winners that we've seen this season. We've seen quite a few winners overall. We've seen Irate Pluto break through and get 2 wins this season. We've seen Storm get a monstrous amount, 3 wins for himself this season as well. We've also seen, well, he is redacted, so I guess I should name that then. We've seen Heathen get 3 wins on the season, and we've also seen Matty Ice get a win this season, if that is who that is. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun race tonight. Obviously, should probably say. Points results from last night. LRS was our champion by 4 points, getting the win over Ducky. With Ducky obviously second, SP third, and One Bad fourth. In a very close championship there. Ducky had 9 wins on the season. Wow, that is quite a lot. I got a win too. Yay. Obviously, winners down in the Truck Series should also get their flowers. Ducky got 9 wins. LRS tied the same amount he has in Cup. He has 3 wins down there as well. One Bad got 1 win down there. SP got 2 wins down there. Just trying to make sure that this is lining up to who I'm going to. Oh man, Brad Ranger, I believe that is his name. I apologize if you're watching this and I got it wrong. 3 wins for him as well. Let's see who else we got. Flash Champs, he got a win this season. Okay, he's not listed, and I got a win. So yeah, it's very, very fun. Great job by all drivers this season in both series. A lot of fun's coming next season. A lot that's been told to me. I don't know if confirmed or not, so I will not say. But all I know is that the next season of VTLR should be absolutely fantastic. I would at least hope to be competing in some form next season, if people will let me. But who knows? We'll see what the future has in store tonight. We'll see how many laps that we're going to be running at Chicagoland. I did start this stream a little early, at least for when it's set to start. So I do apologize if I'm making you all wait. Obviously not my intention here. But you know, it just gives me the chance to talk to y'all. It's been nice. What am I going that way for? All right, Chicagoland's gonna be 134 laps tonight. That's all I wanted to check. Uh, UTLR Storm's gone live, so if you want to watch his point of view from tonight's race, do make sure to go check out his view. Um, Obviously, I can't thank him. I gotta thank him for letting me in the booth this season and for asking me to come on. It's been an absolute pleasure. He's been amazing to work with, and he's just been absolutely fantastic all year long. And I gotta thank him a lot for it. Um, so where have I been? I've been gone for like 2 weeks now. I haven't been able to bring you guys the action, but where have I been? Well, I've been a little bit of pretty much everywhere. Last time I was gone on a separate trip, and then I went on another 2 week trip. This time, however, I drove everywhere. So I went up to Washington, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, Wyoming, Utah, and yeah, then back home here. Um, but a lot of driving nonetheless. I've done 5,000 miles in the last like 30 days alone of just driving. So a lot of time on the on the road, but it was very fun, very happy. I got to see a lot of people I cared a lot about, and it was super nice. All the states were very pretty to go and see, except for Nebraska. No offense if you're from Nebraska, it's just wasn't really anything in there. I got beef with Nebraska now. Nah, but it's oh, it was super pretty, very pretty to see. All right, they should be setting up the lobby just about now. Chicagoland, I think, in my opinion, is one of the best tracks to have a finale like this for the series. Chicagoland being a multi-lane track, some of the best racing you'll find on NASCAR Heat 5 comes from this track alone. You know, you can run the inside lane super easy down there, but you can also make that outside lane work if you need to and get a nice run going down in the front and back straightaway. Cars can sometimes be difficult to handle on the track. Sometimes you can get loose and make mistakes. I think the first races I ever broadcasted for UTLR was Chicagoland. I can't be sure on that, but it has some sentimental value to me whenever we come here. It's a very fun track. Okay, looks like they got 12 people in for this race. All 4 championship members are here without issue, so I'll just be sitting and waiting for the invite whenever they are ready. So I already mentioned before, 134 laps in tonight's race. Just got a text, we are ready to roll. We will send you an invite that you can accept. Thank you so much, Storm. So nice to work with. But yeah, they're going to be getting it started soon. Looks like someone logged out of their lobby. I missed one very interesting winner. Funny story. When I was away, so I was watching the Indy Road Course race. I watched the entire race inside of a Target, just shopping. Yeah, that took. So I couldn't fully express my happiness when Michael McDowell won, but to say the least, I was extremely pleased with the outcome of that race. For those there maybe are to a younger audience that are in school now, I must say, sucks to be in school because I'm not in it. I'm just playing. I'm gonna be in school in just about 2 weeks from now, but salute to all you out there that are just starting school. Obviously, another year. Hope for a great year for all. Should be. Hopefully, it's better this year on. I don't know. Last year wasn't very fun. Hopefully this year is a little better. Otherwise, not much to really say. Ward Burton's 22 looks super nice. They're starting to count down now. They'll be sending the lobby in 30 seconds. Ward Burton's 22 looks pretty nice. Daytona, really hyped up for this weekend in motorsports, period. We got IndyCar at Gateway, F1's back at Netherlands. Obviously, I mean, Max Verstappen will probably win. But, you know, I'm still glad to be able to watch another motorsport again. Just see more, to watch more motorsport. It's fun. Xfinity is on Friday, so note to that, and Cups on Saturday. The sooner I get to watch my racing, the better. And the sooner we get to get in the lobby, the better. Thank you, LRS, for the invitation. Yeah, here we go. It's the season finale here from Chicago. It's not titled the Camping World 200. I think they have their own setup name for it. Hopefully I can find what that name is, so that way I can be on brand. Let's see, do they have a title for it? It's the Camping World... No, that's for truck. It's the Windy Chip 200. From Chicagoland. The Windy Chip 200. You saying something about my profile picture? It looks blurry on his screen, and I don't like that. Darn it. I need higher frames to be able to take better pictures. Sun's going down for everyone, but out here in the virtual Midwest, it's a beautiful sunny day here in Joliet, Illinois. Just about a few miles out from Chicago. They're not going to be going green this time, but they will be going green next time. Yeah, no, they're going to be going green next time. They're just going to set up their grid, but this will give us a chance to look at the cars. Here you see Mole's beautiful Mechanics Wear 24, followed by LRS's nice number 43 gold and black. You can see there's Storm's nice little Ross Chastain car right there. I think it's his... I actually don't know. I think it's something. Kenny's got a nice little cyan red and gray black car right there. Hack's got his amazing nationwide car right there. Then we got Irate Pluto driving a nice gray and navy blue 47. A pink and black beautiful car for Ducky right there. Crimson Sniper, white, I don't know why he's in the back. A nice cyan and pink car from Drake right there in the 7. And a very classic number 9 for Ardeni mimicking Chase Elliott's real car. And then there's one Bad's 5 and SP's black and gold trim. So here we go. We've had 33 races this season. 4 championship contenders, Mole, SP, LRS, and Ducky. 3 are in it with a chance. Who will walk out of this the champion? We will find out in a few short 134 laps. As Mole will see the green flag. We are underway here from the Windy Chip 200. And as per usual, it's a great start from Mole as he takes it into turn number 1. As you see the 9 of Ardeni getting on the apron early, he's going to force drivers up the track. Mole has already jumped out to about a 2-car lead over LRS as LRS and SP trying to tandem back up to the front to catch as they both hit the wall on the coming into turn number 3. That'll kill some momentum. There's the 5-1 Bad turning in on Storm. He's going to lose a ton of ground. Ardeni's going to catch back up to the leading 3 as they cross line to complete lap number 2 under green. Mole's still the leader, just trying to break the toe. And you see the Legacy Motor Club boys just trying to keep it together, trying to help each other. And with SP knowing that he's outside of championship contention, he's just trying to help his teammate get whatever he can tonight. But obviously that's going to be a tough ask when it comes to Mole. He's got to finish 6th or better to clinch the championship. And well, right now he's definitely doing just that. Another championship contender, Ducky, who's trying to make his way through the field right now after not the best qualifying effort. He's already making moves down the inside of the 84. He's going to make that move for 6th right now. He's already moving up quite a bit. Obviously, Ducky, a big fan of this track. He's shown speeds here in the passes. Meanwhile, up in the front, we got a battle for the lead. LRS looked down the inside of Mole going into turn number 3. Was not able to get there quite yet. You see Mole just squirreling along down the inside. Will he look for the move into turn number 1? No, it does not look like it. SB's still right up on him. Looks like Ardeni and Storm have both fallen back, so they're gonna fall back to the secondary pack as this leading group of 3 has checked out for the time being. CSB get a little tight right there, is going off into the start-finish line, now going into turn number 1. Will LRS look to make a move here now? No, he still sticks behind Mole, being very patient, knowing to time his move when he can. I do think we can expect to see pit stops, at least in this stage. I'm not sure. It's a pretty long stage. We have 34 laps of racing to go right now in stage number 1, so 39 laps in total in stage 1. Meanwhile, back in this secondary pack, Ducky has already moved on through Ardeni, it looks like, and he will move up into the 5th place position. As you see Storm have a really awkward entry, going super low in the trial. We're trying to pinch down on Ducky. Ducky not having it. He got forced on the apron. He's going to have to move back up the track. He's getting a big push from Irate Pluto, and now One Bad down the back straightaway. He's going to tuck into Storm's draft and now go down the inside. Doesn't get it there. See up at the front, there's still nose to tail. He's up at the front. LRS trying to make every move that he can possibly make. Just can't quite seem to get around the Mole. Meanwhile, Ducky now firmly down the inside of Storm. This is for the 4th place position. He's got the help from the 5 of One Bad down the back straightaway and heading off into 3. He's got to make this move on Storm, and he gets a little tight. Almost up into Storm, drives him up the track just a little bit. Speaking of which, I think LRS might have gotten up in the track a little bit. Eric Pluto's going to send it 3 wide. This is for the 4th place position. All whilst the top 3 continue to break away. Ducky's still holding on to that inside lane. He's doing a very nice job, but he just keeps tagging that inside lane. That might give it up for him. There goes Irate Pluto, secured into the 4th place position. Storm might do the same for 5th. Yes, he does as they race into 3. Now Storm gets into the back bumper of Irate Pluto. Pluto's still not the biggest fan favorite from the past couple of weeks, as I've been heard. It looks like up towards the front, looks like there's some action going on. Yes, you see SP might have thought, hey, now's the time for me to make a move. He wants a shot at Mole. He's like, let me at him. So LRS, knowing that there's quite a big gap to the back of the field, willingly obliges, and now he's going to let Mr. SP have a shot at the front, but doing such might have allowed for Mole to gain the gap he may need to start to pull away. Alright, Pluto almost up into the wall, and Ducky finally having to fight back around the outside. He's dropped all the way back to, I believe, the 7th place position. Pretty far for him, considering he was just up into 4th just a few laps ago. Storm doing a nice job of defending both of these lanes right now. One of the tougher drivers to try and get around. He's doing a great job just holding his line. See him right down the white line, holding that. Might touch the apron a little bit, but it still allows him to get the job done. You see a big push to Ducky there from the 8 of Kinney. This is going down into turn 1. That was a very interesting block from One Bad. That'll send Ducky up the track and Kinney up into Ducky. And Kinney real loose right there. Oh my goodness. Hack tried to look down the inside of Ducky. He's going to send it, but not have any room to go for it. They've continued to fall back from this lead pack. As, meanwhile, that front pack. SP's closed the gap to Mole quite considerably, thanks to help of the bump draft of his teammate and the draft from up front. Doing a fairly good job right now, just maintaining it up front. Did gain quite a bit down the back straightaway. Look to maybe try something going off into turn 1 maybe now, if they have a big enough run. There's looking to be a little bit of lag, but they're fine for now. Off into 1 again, gets right to his back bumper here. Mole has done a great job of just holding that inside lane, running a perfect line right now. SP not really maximizing track exit, but this might be the run he needs. going all the way up through his draft. He's got the help of LRS. He sends it down, but just backs off, thinks better of it. We'll try and regroup and get a better attack. Got that 43 all over his bumper. This may be it, as that was some bit of a miscommunication there. Not a good push from LRS. That chopped LRS's nose off. He had to back out. SP had to go high to because of the contact. That'll slow him down just a little bit. As now you see one bat actually going down the inside of Storm. This fight still rages on just for the 4th place position. Ducky desperately trying to get back to the front, or at least back up into the top 4, because he can't really do much when he's stuck back here. I don't know if they factored in stage points into all of this. I do know that they're 10 points back, so, or Ducky's 10 points back, so I know that they're gonna, at least LRS is gonna have to outscore Mole by 11 and Ducky by 10, and then SP's, I believe, mathematically out of it. Speaking of which, SP is going to allow LRS to get back by and allow for LRS to try and make an attack on Mole. Maybe it may be possible that LRS is just went to let SP by just to try and conserve some tire and maybe a little bit of fuel. Very possible, although he was pushing pretty aggressively. This is a nice run by LRS. Big run down the back straightaway. He's right to the back bumper of Mole, but he's still not looking to make the move. He's still just chilling behind him. Maybe he's just trying to save some tire and fuel, like we're talking about, but I'm not so sure. Seems like a very far-fetched idea. Well, back here, he's still got one bat up in the 4th place position. Ducky is fine, or no, sorry, that's Irate Pluto. Ducky has finally made his move up into 5th. He's now trying to chase him down with a lot less traffic to have to worry about. Looks like everyone in that pack has spread out a fair bit, so now they can all kind of run the race that they want. Well, at least almost everyone's spread out. Top 3 still separated, or top 3 are all still separated by a blanket. Well, not by, you know what I mean. They're all under a blanket. Still nice runs coming from LRS. He's got the speed and the momentum to take the lead. He's just really just trying to conserve right now. He's waiting until the perfect moment. He doesn't want to give Mole anything that can allow for Mole to do what he wants to do. But this might be it. Big run off of turn 4. He looked down the inside of Mole, but he got in the grass a little bit, had to check up, and now he's going to have to still stay stagnant in 2nd. Still stay stagnant in 2nd. Try saying that 5 times fast. My goodness. Notice that these Legacy Motor Club drivers, they're going so high going into 3, trying to get the draft that they're hitting the wall. Not like, I don't think it's having that much of an effect on their car, but it's just a slight note. So they're just coming off a little bit of speed, and that might have been why, as both the Legacy Motor Club drivers coming in for an early pit stop. From the looks of this seems a little bit of a stretch. No one else is making their stop yet. According to the Storm, they still have 11 laps to go on their fuel run. This is an extremely risky call from the Legacy Motor Club drivers. They're trying to strategize their call, trying to split the stage in half. This could be very interesting and see. Oh, you can already see someone's already called their bluff. Mole and many others like Irate Pluto, One Bad Kenny, all as well taking their bait and going down pit road, leaving Ducky out right now to cycle out for the lead. Storm will now cycle out for 2nd, and where does that put the Legacy Motor Club boys? That does put SP out in front of his teammate of LRS. They will now merge back out into the track. This was our leader, Mole, who did, he did come in 1 lap after these boys. So we're about to see if Mole is going to retain his lead. Although, I think he might have sped because One Bad got out in front of him, and I think he did speed. That is going to be huge for them. And here comes the Legacy Motor Club group going into turn number 1. Full head of steam. They're going to take advantage of Mole's mistakes as they're going to go out in front of the provisional lead. That was an amazing job by those two. They played that perfect. And now they've got pick of one bad. He probably is going to let Mole by here soon. But it's just a great job by those two. Called the shot there. Called for everyone to chain reaction and come in. And they exit out with a beautifully played plan. Now they're just going to... The goal is now to just try and pull away from Mole. Mole's got the help of his teammate one bad, but for now it looks like they're not going to really do much. Meanwhile, Storm and Ducky both still have not come into pit road yet. So Ducky is right now your race leader. He is the lead. Storm, as we know, is in second. So sorry. As far as who's in third, I'm not exactly sure who's in third. On back. I've always said Chicagoland is probably one of the trickier pit roads, at least on this game. I think it's Hack that has not pit yet. He seems the highest up on the track. That has not come in yet. So looks like Mole's kind of done the damage. Oh, he gets up in the wall. Big mistake there. As right now we do have 14 laps to go. Well, coming to 13. So these guys, the leaders at least, are definitely short on tire and fuel. So this is a pretty big call for them to be staying out like this and not pitting with everyone else. They're just going to be losing more and more and more time on that cutoff. See right here up at the front, SP and LRS both being super aggressive on the bumper. As far as we know, these boys are both lapped. So I believe, though, the few people you see up in the front are the lead lap drivers. LRS doing a big job of just shoving his teammate. Mole has closed drastically on these guys, so he's slowly but surely getting back into it. Leaders there took 12 laps to go. Both leaders have like 4 laps on their fuel, so they will have to come in within the next 5 laps. Can we see Ducky come in now? No, he does not choose to come in. How about Storm? Storm still elects to stay out now. Oh, and there's Hack. There's one of the drivers that have not pit. He's electing to come in. Now this might play out perfectly because Storm and SP, they are still 1 lap down. As far as the front runners, they're looking to go for just a splash of gas and then right side tires. Both their tires are all in the 50s on their left sides, both Ducky and Storm. So they're both trying to play this out for the strategy, try and go right side tires and gas while maintaining the lead that they've built up. That's definitely going to be a very risky strategy call for the both of them. But if anyone can do it, it's these two. Has Storm nor Ducky have come in. We'll take one last look here just to see. Mole has closed that gap substantially, but we got to watch Ducky as he's coming into turn number 3. You got to imagine he hits this or next time. Going through 4, it's looking like he is going to stay out for one more lap. What about Storm? This is Storm's call. Storm's coming in pit road, does not want to speed. There are the provisional leaders and Mole up front. Ducky's still far ways away up there. Storm is the last one of now only 2 people that have hit. Where is Ducky? He is on the backstretch coming into turn number 3. It is going to be a 1 can of gas and 1 can in right side tires for Storm. Here comes Ducky. He is drastically overshot his pit road, and that might be a speeding penalty. That could be crucial for Mr. Ducky. I am sorry. As there's Mole actually peeking down the inside. Where did Storm come out? Probably going to come out 5th. I don't know. Regardless, this is the bigger story. I don't know why I cut away. Mole has caught the what are going to be the provisional leaders of LRS and SP, as there's LRS hitting the apron. He now lets SP go through, and that's actually going to allow Mole to go on through. Definitely not what they had planned there. Now heading off into 1. I believe that's going to allow for SP to take over the overall race lead. Ducky's going to fall pretty far behind after that. I'm pretty sure that's going to be it for him. Right now, SP doing everything in his power to defend Mole. Here comes Mole down the inside. He's got a big push from LRS. Can he look to take the lead off of 4? Side by side still. Now down into the front straightaway. He's got the help from LRS and he's got the momentum. And Mole is going to take back the lead of this race. Big send from LRS down the inside. Not enough. Mole does have the fresher tires of the 3. 7 laps to go remain, and Mole has checked out. Just blitzing speed. He's got so much better. He's got better tires than them. The Storm Gamble is going to have him see 5th place right now on the track, so not really much of a overall gain. I think Ducky's probably going to come out like 6th, I think. We'll look behind us. Probably not. Actually, it might be like 7th, maybe even further back. I'm not exactly sure. Gonna have 5 laps to go when they hit the start-finish line here, or at least when Mole hits the start-finish line. LRS desperately gonna need to switch back with SP, get some points, keep himself close. He is going to take 2nd place from Ducky right now, but is gonna fall. He's gonna fall 13 points back now to Mr. Mole if he loses the position. Oh boy, this is what I had fears with in the beginning. The lag has begun to pick up, and we've seen issues like this in leagues everywhere across this game. And this is becoming a big concern for a lot of our drivers. We didn't know if it was going to hit, but it does appear, at least for a short period, lag has at least hit the front runners. There you see Mole, SP, and I think LRS were all experienced just a little bit of it there, shaking down the front straightaway. Definitely not good. One can only imagine what that's going to mean for the rest of this race and for the restart that's coming up within the next few laps when the stage ends. As we just now have 3 laps to go remaining in stage 1. That means every overtake is going to be like, every time a driver is going to get close, they can't make the move without knowing where the other driver is. That's one of the scariest things about the lag like this, is that when everyone's lagging, you don't know how close you are to the guy next to you, how close they are in front of you, where you can even try and make an overtake on them, or even what position you're running in. It's so crazy sometimes. 2 laps to go. Obviously, enough people are spaced out to where it's not going to be a huge issue, but when they get to the restart, my goodness, that is going to be chaos. Oh, and there you see it right there. SP, big lag, almost got into LRS right there. They've lost a dramatic amount of time to Mole just because of this. So we'll ride on board with him for the final time here in stage 1. That you will come to see the green and white flag. Last lap here in stage number 1 here at Chicagoland. It's been a Mole clinic so far through the first 39 laps of this one. He's led the majority of the laps of this one so far. He's showing that right now he has the dominant car, and right now he is demonstrating what it means to be a champ. I do believe he's going for a back-to-back championship. I'm not sure, but regardless, we'll probably hear about it later. Regardless, coming to see the checkered flag for stage 1, it is Mole winning his 19th stage on the season. Oh, and LRS got involved in it. I don't know if LRS kept 3rd or not, but drivers getting involved in crashes after crossing the line. Yeah, no, LRS got 3rd. SP, so goes Mole 2nd, Mole 1st, SP 2nd, LRS 3rd, with Irate Pluto 4th, Storm 5th, One Bad 6th, Kinney 7th, Hack 8th, Crimson Sniper 9th, and Ducky 10th because of the speeding penalty. And that is going to virtually kill Ducky's efforts. He has to be... if he got 1 point there and Mole got 10. So he beat him by 9 points there, which now means that the gap between second place is like 19 points. I think that's how that math's going to play out. LRS scored 8 points, so he lost 2 to Mole. So I don't know. Maybe it's more like 14. Maybe it's like 14 to at least LRS. 14 points. LRS takes over second in the championship. But here we go. How will this restart play out with the lag we've been seeing? We are back underway here from Chicagoland, and Mole gets another great start on the inside lane. And there you see the lag's already picked up. As they head into turn number 1, Irate Pluto's already taken second place. Very squirrely on the inside lane. SP's trying to pinch him down. Looks like they make it through all right so far. LRS dropped back a little bit on the restart. He started, actually, more or less, he started in the back on the restart. He's trying to fight through on Irate Pluto, pokes his nose down underneath him, sends Irate Pluto up in the wall, and he hits LRS. He's going to spin, he's going to hit the wall, so is Storm. And it's a 1-car incident for Storm. Big hit for him. Not what you want to see, as there goes Irate Pluto, setting another tire below the apron. He comes back up, he hits him. More contact as they enter off of turn number 2. I think that was one bad that got into him. See more big lag, and there's Ducky. He's going to get hit by Kenny, I think. I don't even know. This is crazy. Kenny and one bad are both up in the wall. One bad going to fall pretty far back. He's got a lot of damage. A lot of these drivers have a lot of damage off the start. I think at the front, we're missing quite a big battle. Yes, SP trying to work that outside lane, which we haven't really seen used so far this race, at least multi-car. Or big group, we have not seen that used. And tell how nervous everyone is just trying to be around one another. Just trying to keep it safe right now. Into 3. So SP's still close. You know, it appears as though the lag's kind of died down just a little bit. So I think they're going to be fine, at least for right now. This is why you never talk as a broadcaster, because then something like that's going to happen, and then there's going to be a big lag spike. But no, it looks like it's cooled down for at least a second. SP's trying to look down the inside of Mole, trying to do the JOB for his teammate. LRS still kind of further back, trying to close in. SP down the inside of Mole, gets pinched down there, still on the inside. Gets a nice run off of turn number 4. Still there as they race into turn number 2. And see Mole trying to pinch him down. He gives him the space now, but SP desperately trying to cling to that white line. Doesn't want to risk having to get up into Mole. He's going to back out now. Mole back to the lead for the time being. And Chicagoland's such an interesting track for the point of it's so on throttle as what in the heck am I watching from this onboard? I have no idea. Apparently LRS just got absolutely caressed. And now he is back somehow. I have no idea what is even happening. And this has been around leagues everywhere. I mean, there's LRS who's up into the fence. He's hopefully he slingshots back. Otherwise, he did just absolutely smash into the wall. But yeah, he's gonna fall back to 5th, which is gonna lower that gap, or increase that gap, should I say, to 1st and 2nd in the points. If anything, it's actually closes SP closer to 2nd in the points. Like, the more he keeps running 2nd, the more he's just gonna continue to hold that. And you see Ducky has actually gone slowly, and there we go. Ducky has retired from the race. 2nd in the points. He is out of it. I think he just didn't want to race with all the lag in here, and he just had about enough of it. And that is going to mean Ducky is going to forfeit he unfortunately will have to end this season off with a 4th place in the championship. Driver coming into this race with the highest or the closest to Mole, unfortunately, through less than halfway done with the race. Unfortunately, just couldn't keep up with the lag and the racing, and unfortunately, that is gonna. Well, actually, I think that's gonna bring out a caution. I think there might have been an incident. All I know is that one bad just dumped some dude, and that was dude, that was crazy. But a caution has been thrown. Now, I'm not exactly sure. I think they might be throwing the caution for Ducky. Because Ducky... I don't know. Because they want Ducky to compete for the championship, obviously. No one wants to be, like, lagged out of a championship like that. So, obviously, they're probably going to consider that. I mean, oh, and there you see Mole Mole spins. Everyone is now lagging. And there goes Mole, and it looks like everyone's going to be backing out of this one. Looks like we were going to be restarting at least. At least we're going to be restarting this one here from Chicagoland. Well, probably not restarting it, but like they're going to continue it in just a little bit. Storm has invited me to a party. Or no, he's not inviting me to a party, but he will come join us for just a second. And we'll give you, the viewers, an update as to what's to be expected in the coming minutes. Well, Storm, to say the least, I wasn't expecting to see you up in the booth this early, but what can you tell us about the conditions of the servers and what we're going to do?
Yeah, apologize for everybody's for the interference of this race. It is our season finale. I know it's been doing a great job, but what we're looking at right now is we noticed a lot of server lag starting to appear towards the end of stage one, or towards the end of stage one going into stage two. We were going to race through it, and about 5 laps in, we noticed that lag was getting to the point where we could not race under those conditions. So we decided to throw a caution at lap 10 in the middle of stage 2, and we did not even reach that point. It got to the point where we had to throw a caution immediately, to the point of we are going to restart our lobbies. We're going to give it another shot. We're going to go no customs, and we're going to do a 13% race. Since we were just a few laps into stage 2, we're going to just clear stage 2. Everybody's going to hold their respective positions. We're going to get a new lobby up and going with no customs, and we're going to run a 13% race, and then we will back out of that, and we're going to run a separate 13% race for our final stage, hoping that fixes it. That is our plan as of right now. If that does not work, we will collaborate and figure out hopefully another way before we have to make an official decision. But we're going to try power through this. We're a third of the way through, so thank you for y'all tuning in and staying right here. INF, thank you for getting me in here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. No, you do.
Yes, sir. We'll see y'all hopefully at the end of this thing.
Yes, sir. Well, there you hear it from Storm. Obviously, if you're watching and you happen to be from another league, you would probably know just so many lobbies up at this point. I mean, around the 30, once it gets past like 30 or around that kind of space, the lobbies just sometimes get unplayable, and a lot of lag is seen around leagues everywhere. I know it's not just here. Um, yeah, it's just, it's a bummer, but we're gonna be getting it started like you heard him say. Obviously, we're gonna have two 13%ers to decide stage 2 and the finale. If there is lag, then we'll obviously have to change that. Some good news. At least Trevor Bayne's coming back to Xfinity Series. It's only for 3 races, but it'll be that. Change of plans according to Storm. We will be doing 13% for stage 2 and a 25%er for the end of the race. So just a little change in race distance. Should not mean much. Just gives us more racing, I guess. So 13%er around Chicago. That is going to give us, I'd assume, like 20 something laps. That should be about as many laps as we had left. Yeah, actually, that'll give us a perfect amount, 35, and then probably around 60 some laps in the final stage. Gives us all a great chance to reset. Hopefully, the lobbies are a little better. But yeah. Some other silly season news. Big silly season news outside of NASCAR today, but rather in IndyCar. 106th Indy 500 winner Marcus Ericsson. He is leaving his current team at Chip Ganassi and will be heading over to Andretti. So that's going to be a pretty big move for Mr. Ericsson. Hopefully, a big shining light for that team as they get going. Well, I mean, at least as they're trying to build. Obviously, they got two amazing talents in Grosjean. Actually, they got three amazing talents in Grosjean, in Herta, and Kyle Kirkwood. All of them have been doing very fantastic on that team. Devlin DeFrancesco has shown signs of speed. Unfortunately, I think if they are going to keep 4 cars on that team, then I think that's going to have to be who's going to get the boot. Because theoretically, I don't think Romain Grosjean or Kyle Kirkwood are leaving, and Colton Herta's definitely not leaving Andretti. At least not yet. So Chip Ganassi Racing is going to need to find a new driver. A lot of drivers can fit the bill for this. I think it'll be interesting to see who gets that ride. Obviously, whoever gets it is going to be gifted with quite a great car, at least for next season, and I'm very excited. Hopefully, I get to go to the Grand Prix of Portland this year. I would hope that's the case. I'm not sure if that's confirmed or not, but I have to see. Did I get an invitation? I got an invitation 37 minutes ago. That's how long we've been going for the race. About to hit an hour now on the stream. Do apologize again to viewers. Obviously, it's outside of our kind of reach. It's we do want to bring you the high quality racing you guys have come to expect, but unfortunately, it's just so tough nowadays on NASCAR Heat 5. So much lag now, and I do like this game a lot. I mean, this is coming from a console player. I don't have any other I don't have iRacing. I don't got any other high quality stuff. I wish I did sometimes. I wish I don't sometimes, but regardless, this game's been it's very upsetting. Sometimes it can be disheartening, but sometimes we just got to go through it and fight through it. And hopefully we can get a new game soon that will have all fans happy and satisfied. Anyways, so we're heading into this race. It is technically stage number 2, even though this is a completely different race. I think they'll reset it after that. But we'll have to see off the lobbies right now. If the lobbies are continuing to be bad, then we'll unfortunately have to take well, I don't know what we'll have to do because I'm not in any position to say what to do here. I apologize for that. But one can suspect maybe possibly a a delay. I think that's the word for it, yeah. Well, we will have to see. It's another, as always, beautiful sunny day. Drivers are in, well, now they're in the cars that they're supposed to be. They will form up into their starting grid, and it looks like they're lagging already. Oh boy. Yeah, this is not looking pretty. You know, credit to LRS, I don't think I have ever seen anyone run this car in the game. That's kind of interesting. Two-time World War champions on the Barstool Sports 14. I have that diecast IRL. So, it looks like they're going to restart it in single file. I'm thinking that's what they're going to do. I'm not exactly sure. They're still lagging quite a bit. They're going to take it down pit road. I have actually seen this in some leagues attempt this. They're going to take it down pit road to try reset the lag to see if that works. I've seen some people do this. Hopefully that this time it's more successful. Those on... Okay, we're going to take a lap, get everyone lined up, single file, then pit. Okay, thank you, Storm. That was from a few minutes ago, so I apologize for not relaying that earlier. What did I turn my head back up to see? Oh my goodness. Well, that's not lag. That's like just the regular game just being the game. Pit stops are always messed up. Looks like a little bit of damage on everyone, but I think that's from just the pit road. Hopefully that resets everything. Based off the little bit of jittering I'm seeing from some cars, I'm not sure that's the case. Yeah, you see Kenny's lagging a little bit. Yeah, that's a little disheartening. I do really miss seeing that one monster energy scheme. I used to run the Gear Wrench monster car in leagues a lot. So I think they're going to be going green single file. Are they sending them green? Because I know they're going to go single file then pit. Are they going to pit again? Or are they going to go green? I think they're going to... Well, okay, a lot of people are going to pit because I think they have damage. Okay, they're going to choose here now. They're going to choose their lanes. And then they will try and send them green. I can already tell they are lagging a little bit. So we will have to see based off this attempt if they will be able to keep them going. Alrighty then. Well, they're going to be sending them green. You can already see... Well, they're not going to back out now. These drivers are going to be racing to the grid to try and queue up. But nonetheless, here we go. At least for what I would assume to be... It's going to be another attempt. As through the gears they go. We are underway here from stage 2. Going off into turn number 1 again. Mo caught the apron quite heavily, trying to hold up in the lead. As you see, they've all caught up fairly well. They're all single files. There you see a little bit of lag going down into turn number 3. Mo still holds off of SP. So he gets a nice run here off of turn number 2. Big slipstream there. Trying to look to make a move. If you're in a lagging lobby like this, you definitely do not want to be behind anyone that's lagging. And that's the case right there. SP gets a little bit of a lag punch. Still single file there. If I'm everyone else, I am trying to stay away from everyone. I want to be in a different lane completely. From Mole's POV, it looks like, or sorry, from Storm's POV, it looks like everyone's doing fine. They're lagging a bit on stream, but I guess in race they're doing good enough to where they don't have to. See the 48 of Hack. He did have to switch numbers. A few drivers are gonna have to switch their numbers because of this. As you see, there's a big lag between LRS and Pluto. There's okay. Hack looking down the inside now of SP. Of what is in now Chip Ganassi equipment. Almost through right there, heading off into turn 1. Hack sends it in deep. He gets up into SP. SP's almost up in the wall. Now he is up in the wall. He hits his teammate wrecks, and now they're both wrecking. And they're gonna wreck, and that'll bring out a caution. Or, no, they're lagging still. A lot of people talking about the lag. I think Hacks just hit the wall completely. More wrecking. I think I just missed another huge wreck. Yes, I did. I apologize for that. Crimson Sniper is involved in a big wreck. SP's lagging his way through turn 3, and it looks like they're gonna call a caution for that. I mean, as they should, but man, it does look like the lag's looking a little worse for wear right now. Sorry, that's not me like slamming something. That's just me pressing down on my pedals. I do have a wheel, but like I don't use it very often. So in order to keep it like in still like usable condition, whenever I do, I just like push down on the pedal sometimes to make sure that's not like locking or whatever. I don't know. It sounds dumb, but like I think there's a theory to my madness. Just press on all the buttons and stuff to make sure everything's still working. Pit road is now open. They're all coming down pit road, or some are coming down pit road. Storm taking the strategy of not pitting. So he did not occur any. Actually, he does have quite a bit of damage. Out of pit road, they exit. And Mole will maintain that. He gets out of pit road as not the leader, but he wins the race off pit road. Multiple drivers had that damage, and looks like one bad is going to. I did not notice that. I apologize. Admittedly, I was looking down at my phone to make sure there was anything being sent to me. Thankfully, there is not. Looks like we're still going to keep on going. We will choose at the line. Alright, so they are choosing now, and looks like one bad's going to elect to go right behind Storm, given the option of the outside. And I was going to say earlier, if the lobbies are lagging and you want to be anywhere, track position always comes first. You want to be the leader. You want to be the guy that's up front because you are least affected by it. There's no one in front of you, no one that you can get lagged into. As long as you can keep the lead, you'll be fine. And everyone's behind you is going to get lagged into, and you're going to lag into them probably, at least from the lead. So, yeah, definitely want to be in the lead in this situation. Okie dokie then. So, It is Mole and Storm on the front row. Storm has quite a bit of damage, though. I know he's damaged to his rear from what I saw. I'm sure there's definitely some debates going on as to what exactly to do. Until then, here we go. Storm's the control cars. They enter into the Gecko restart zone. It's a great jump for the one. We are back underway here from Chicagoland. Now into the lead, he goes off into turn number 1. As all you see, there's the 5 getting onto the apron. He's now up into the field. As now you see the 1 get up in the field. Multiple people lagging. Everyone's lagging everywhere. Big lag throughout the field. Everyone's just trying to keep in their positions. As you see Mole get tagged from the 5. The 5's not going to move off the track. Everyone's lagging bad. The lag's turned on like 150% from what it was just like a few laps ago. We do have 24 laps to go. I don't think they're going to be as much to really do. As there you see the 5 almost try to go outside the 24. He gets ran up into the wall. Here comes the 48 of Hack trying to look down the inside of the 1 of Storm. With the help of the 47 of Irate Pluto, he's going to take the lead. Hack to the front with the 47 behind him. 24 of Mole trying to work, but just can't really find any way around. You see oh my goodness, the 5 got a huge push, and you see there's the 43 around. He's in the grass. Multiple people involved, and there's the 24 backing out. I think that's gonna, yep, there they go. That's a bummer. Unfortunately, they did try and stick it out as long as they could. Unfortunately, just doesn't look like the lobbies are willing to cooperate. That's a bummer for lag, more for lag. Huh. Well, I'm sure we're going to be hearing from, oh, I'm the only one left. Darn. Hopefully we hear from Storm as far as what's going to be going down. I feel like a really sharp pain in my back. I've been trying to fix it like all day, but it's just kind of bad. Alright, so they're setting up, they're going to forego this, and they're going to have a 25% go. So this will be their last chance. If the lag does seem to be bad enough, they will, unfortunately have to go through. Uh, oh boy. Well, so we're going to be going at this for one more time. 25%er. And if there's too much lag, then we'll get going. And we'll just have to delay it, unfortunately. I'm watching this. What is this about? What? That's about cooking. All right, so it does look like, from what I've been told, they're gonna line up and go next time. So they'll have one time where they go around and then just get going. Hmm. All right, so they're gonna pull down here. They are going to get situated very quickly, get into their positions, and then just go. Oh boy. Well, to the viewers that did choose to tune into this, or at least stop by, just thank you for sticking with us at least this much. I know it's kind of frustrating, and I understand it's kind of hard, but you know, it means a lot. A lot to these drivers, a lot to me. It's 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 definitely a bummer, but gotta thank the team down. The team down there is doing an amazing job of of handling the situation. We're just trying to at least try everything we possibly can to just get racing in here and just have fun and ultimately crown ourselves a champion after tonight. So they will be going this time in the order in which they were running last time. But here we go. Attempt number 3. This is the last time we'll attempt it. Hack will lead us to green. It's a great jump for Storm down the back. He tried to send it through right. That's not going to work. Down into 1 and 2. See, there's contact between SP and Ariat Pluto. Ariat Pluto sliding up the track. Everyone's just trying to fight for position off the beginning. It's like a land rush to get to the front. They want to be out front just in case lag does hit. Looks like all is good so far. We will complete at least lap number 1 under green. 3 wide for third. Oh, then Storm gets chop blocked by 1 bad. That's for 5th. No, that's for 4th right there. Storm back down to 5th. SP fighting on the outside. He's getting blocked heavily by 1 bad. So heavily, in fact, he's below the white line. Definitely not going to be too happy about that. Meanwhile, up at the front, Hack leaves the door wide open, saying, "Oh, just come on in, Mole." Now Mole's going to take the inside lane. He will likely take the lead from this area. Pluto's done a great job since the start. Down the inside he goes. That is for 2nd. He will clear, at least for the time being. 47 clears for 2nd. But it's got to be his best start of the race so far. LRS has done a great job getting back through the field. He's now up to 5th. We do see Kenny has dropped back a fair bit since the start. Looks like no lag to be reported so far. It's been a great start. So the stage is going to be a lot longer. And you see the 48's dropping back a bit. That's Hack. He's fallen down to the 5th place position. Maybe even further back. I'm not sure. Nah, just 5th, at least for now. And I have to call my mom. That is very bad. I will be right back. Or I'm just going to mute for a second. Okay. Okay. I love it when I go to mute. Uh, it says my microphone is muted. Well, at least on my Xbox, but yeah, I guess not. That's great. Sorry about that. Anywho, well, when I did last leave, it looks like we did have a pretty big crash. So it looks like we're back underway here now. Has anything changed up at the front? No. Well, actually, yeah. Only Ducky's got enough closer. That's about all that's really changed. Mole still holds the lead over Irate Pluto. Now Ducky finds himself in third. SP still holding down the fort in fourth. And Storm in fifth as there's Drake up into the wall hard. Down the back straightaway into three they go again. Looks like Irate Pluto trying to set up the move here into one. He had quite a big run going into four, but yeah, just couldn't quite make it quite work. Looks like, well, look, this is about the start as the last race. I'm pretty sure it wasn't looking very laggy, and then it got pretty laggy. But so far, we're 19 laps into this race, at least crossing the line now. We got 49 laps to go in this race. So still got a long ways to go. We're gonna have to pit, obviously, again, just one last time. Should probably be a 4-tire and fuel pit stop for most. Unless it's a race to the checkered flag, I do believe at this point in time. And right now, I think Mole's doing everything he's had to do to win this title. And see further back in the pack, LRS is about sitting in about 6th place. I think he is around second now. Actually, probably now that SP's in front of him. SP is definitely encroached on second place in this race. Ducky running back up near the front is probably going to get him back into that fight for second. But Mole has just been up front all day long, and unless he gets like wrecked or lags out and finishes last, then I don't think we're going to be seeing much change up at the top. Irate Pluto have been hanging with the 24 all throughout the second stage and now into this lobby. He's done a great job of holding on to his draft and not allowing anyone to get back by. He's done a great job of just holding ground. But he's also been very aggressive in trying to make his moves. Trying to go to the inside, trying to go to the outside. You saw him peek outside there and now try and go low. But he's just keeping the champ right now just really on his game. Just doesn't want and wants to try and get his third dub on the season, third on his career. And well, to do that, he's got to go through the best. It looks like this except for the 3 cars in the back that got involved in incidents, it looks like they're holding pretty strong throughout the field. It's just single file up at the front between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars. So yeah, we're doing pretty good there. Ducky's gained quite a bit back on that 47. These two, probably be safe to say they don't agree with each other sometimes on track. But at least right now, Ducky's going to have to try and race some as respectfully as he can to get by him. Doesn't want to get into any other issues he has with him. Off into turn number 1, right on his back bumper, nose to tail through the top 5. To exit off of 2. Irate Pluto gets a big run. He's looking down the inside of the 24 now. He's got a big push from Ducky, but Irate Pluto still choosing to stick behind. He got shoved up the track, got sent in with too much speed. Now he's going to drive up the track, almost up in the wall. He's going to hold up on the outside lane, but he's going to lose a ton of ground. Ducky's now going to fall back into second place. SP is going to move up into third, at least for the time being. Side by side, 2 by 2 for third. Storm has really gained a lot of ground on him now. Storm giving help to his Chevy teammate. Well, actually, they're all Chevys. What am I talking about? Into 3, Ducky's now really closed in on the 24. As we already see one person lag out, that is one bad. Unfortunately, he's gone from tonight. Ducky doing a great job just getting right to his bumper. Very nice Busch Light apple car. I miss this car sometimes. But it's from a race that I think I rode. No, never mind. Well, I thought it was from the race where Brian Blaney won at Michigan. That was in 2021. Wrong year. This is when Harvick, I think, swept Michigan. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. He's won a lot at Michigan recently. If, like, the 9 times Ford's won there in a row, Harvick's won there 5 of those 9 times. It's crazy. But Ducky looking to do something Ari Pluto didn't do. He's trying to get aggressive on the 24. Looking down his inside. They're side by side for the race lead. 1 and 2 in the championship. Actually, the top 4 in the championship are all running 1, 2, 3, 4. As Ducky gets a little tight, runs that 24 up the track. Here comes SP. Big run around the outside for the 42. Trying to side draft the 4. He's got help from his teammate. Ira Pluto trying to help his adversary. Down into 3. Big lunge from Ducky. As Ira Pluto going to slide up in front of LRS. He's going to make him lose a big amount of time right there. Both of them. Ducky's got a big run. Mole opens the door to give him the inside. Can Ducky make the move still on that apron? He tags it just a little bit, gets a little loose, trying to hold on to it. Saves it. He's still second place, but SP's coming with a whole head of steam. Here comes Eric Pluto now. Is he going to look down the inside of SP? Yes, he does. This is for third. Ducky still holds on to second. Trying to get a big enough run to try and make the move. He just can't make that. He can't make that inside lane work. Mole going a lot more defensive. He uses the middle of the racetrack. A great defensive move. Ducky turns in too much, though. He hits the apron. He's going to lose off a little bit of time. Ira Pluto now, is he going to look for the second place position? Big run off of 2. Now heading into turn number 3. SP pokes out high. Heading into 4. Now down into the front straightaway again. We're just reaching lap 31 of 67. As there's Mole hitting the apron. That's a big mistake from the 24. That leaves the door wide open. All the momentum is shifted. And now they're side by side for the race lead. Ducky has the advantage heading into 3. Runs the 24 a little wide, using a little bit more space. The 24 has to give the space, and now that's going to allow the 4 to take the lead. First time tonight we've seen Ducky at the front. It's been a fight all day long, and now he's finally going to be up leading the thing. This is really one of the lowest positions Mole's been in all day long. You know, he's sitting back in third. So he threw the green flag pit stops earlier on in the night. And what is now stage 1. Mole definitely fell back a little bit just because of the pit stops, but he seemed to recover just nicely. LRS and SP still doing fine, and Ira Pluto done an immaculate job, but he is still hounding the 4 of Ducky, trying to get his 3rd win on the season. Ducky trying to get his 2nd win in the championship round. Obviously, since we had 4 races. Storm lurking on back in the 6th place position. Kind of between the 2 packs. He's not really losing a lot of ground, but it's definitely hard to make up all that much time when you have a draft train like this all working together. It's a lot easier when they're all side by side. I'm sorry, I'm very tired. Oh, alright, Pluto got up in the wall, and he comes down and turns into Mole, and now he's got damage. He's going to fall back to 5th. I don't know what the heck was going on with Ira Pluto there, but I guess he just, in simpler terms, just got caught lacking. And, well, now he's going to have to pay the price for it. We have just now reached halfway in this run. We have about a few more laps to go. Just remaining in this, maybe just about 35-ish or so. My goodness. I'll be right back. Finally, hopefully that's enough with the phone calls. SP's still holding on. Actually, everyone's holding on position just nicely, but LRS gives his teammate a tag. Up the track he goes. He manages to hold on position. Little squirrely through the tri-oval. But top four still runs as we left him. Well, we didn't really leave him. We just kind of kept on board with him. We have just about 5 laps to go left on our fuel run, not in the race, but the fuel. So, our one and only time we'll have to make a pit stop in this stage. Will be coming in just a short while. I'm trying to get Storm's Twitch back up because I'm kind of struggling to get into it. Oh, all I know is that they should be pitting fairly soon. I think this is about... No, that's not really it. That should probably be about it. Alright, so we got 28 laps to go left in this race. Looks like people are going to be pitting somewhat soon. Maybe even now. Oh, I called it. SP is coming in with LRS, same way they did earlier in the race. They're coming into pit together again. Now we'll leave irate Pluto out to fend for himself. In third, as Ducky and Mole still hold on to 1-2. And Mole just working with Ducky, trying to gain time, just pushing him along. See, Mole almost hit the wall. irate Pluto's now coming in. There goes everyone else. Looks like they lost a fair bit of time being in, Oh, what? Oh, well, I don't know what Kenny just did, but he just defied gravity. Kenny defied gravity. Ducky is still staying out with Mole. Storm is in. And I think they're throwing a caution for that. Because Ducky and Kenny just apparently got involved in a massive crash. And the leaders have slowed. So it looks like a caution has been called for the first time tonight. And that is going to be huge because I do believe only 3 people stayed out that have not pit yet. Obviously, all the leaders are going to have to come down to pit, so everyone else is going to get the free pass. One person's going to get the lucky dog. But that's effectively going to make it so everyone's going to be good to the end. And a weird incident with Kenny and Drake. Pit road now going to be open. The 4 drivers that did not, or actually, I guess 5, 6 drivers that did not pit. Where is Drake going? Everyone that did not pit is pitting now. They will maintain as the race leaders. As everyone else that did not, or that already did pit, they are going to go around. It would definitely be an advantage for those drivers that did already or didn't already come down the pit road. They're going to be able to keep their track position, and they're going to be able to have fresher tires. So, big advantage for them. But as is with here, you still can pit whenever. So LRS, most notably, is going to be, where in the world is SP going? SP, where are you going? You can't go through the grass like that. I'm not sure. LRS is going to be taking an opportunity to come down a pit road. You might have the ability, since you might have been the first car lap down. I'm not sure. So all those that were originally on the lead lap, they will be able to have the position back. So that now means that Ducky's going to be up in the lead again. He will still be leading ahead of Mole. There's Kenny on the apron. Hi, Kenny. They'll be choosing this time by. No concerns for fuel or tires. They will be able to make it to the end of this race. Everyone that's pit. Obviously, those are coming in now. Well, namely and only Kenny. It's just for damage repair. The choose cone is going to be out to, right here at the start-finish line. And Ducky is going to, interestingly, take the outside lane. I haven't seen the leaders take the outside lane that much this race. When we go green, it'll be just 22 laps to go remaining in the this season. This is our last race of the season. It's a very nice sunset. Wow, and it burnt my eyes. So you see drivers up in the front, like we haven't seen all day, or at least on the outside. You see Kenny and Drake, who have been kind of towards the back all day. Kenny finally getting back up to the front. He was actually, I think, the cause of this caution. He's actually lucked out the most because he gets the damage repair, he gets the maintain track position, and now he gets a great restarting position. So it's a win-win-win for Kenny. Hopefully that's three, or Ken, I don't know. I wanted to make it 3 syllables because he had 3 wins there. Anyways, Ducky is going to be the control car on this restart once they hit the Geico restart zone, which is right here. And that 4 is going to get it all the way through the gears. That 24 makes a big mistake on the restart. We're back underway here from Chicagoland. A very rare mistake from the 24 is going to put him side by side with Drake for 3rd. As Kenny got an amazing launch, he's going to move up into 2nd. And SP wasting no time, maybe laying the bumper to the 48 of Hack, I'm not sure. He's trying to get past him as LRS is getting pinballed between Storm and Drake. And there's LRS off into the outside wall. He looks to maintain perfect speed. Storm's actually going to get the worst end of that. Right up at the front, it's a 3-car breakaway. Kenny, Ducky, and Mole up at the front, 21 laps to go. And they still stay that way. Hack has actually moved back up into 4th. SP's moved up into, or staying in 5th. LRS into 6th. Ira Pluto trying to make it work. He just doesn't have the run like he needs to. And LRS trying to go down there to block. Now Ducky hitting the line. We just have 20 laps to go here remaining in this race. And look at Kenny trying to be aggressive here. He wants to take a shot at the lead. Fortunately, he did hit the apron. He's just going to lose a lot of ground and maybe in ultimately 2nd place. Mole does have the advantage going off into 3. This should give him 2nd, and it will. Mole back up into 2nd. And he's still trying to fight hard. He's still got the energy. This ain't Formula 1. He's still got the slipstream. He's still got the draft to try and work off of. People in that secondary pack still bump drafting, trying to work together. I'm not sure how Hack's going to be doing as the leader of the race. Thank you. Ugh. It sucks. Anyways, still done a great job. Gonna have just about 18 laps to go in this one. Now, just as laps keep ticking off. All single file throughout. We'll see if Mole tries to make a move here. Mole has been pretty content all night when behind Ducky to just kind of staying there, not trying to make a move. I think he kind of knows the situation he's in, so he's just trying to play it safe. Oh my gosh. I have no idea why I'm down this. I don't know. I'm kind of low on energy right now. I didn't really get a lot of sleep. But still got the 4 front, that 48 of oh, what in the world? SP, hello, big incident there, and SP caused a big jam. And what in the world just happened with SP? I don't know if there's any explanation for that. It's not lagging, so I know it's not that. It's actually the best lobby we probably had. Kenny tried to make that 3 wide for the lead, although it wasn't even. It was more like side by side for a second. Now Mole's starting to get very aggressive. You can see Mole trying to make these moves on Ducky. Ducky is noticing this. He's going way more defensive, holding that middle lane. Mole not afraid to lay the bumper. He moves the 4 up the track. Ducky goes. Will he hold on to it? Yes, he does. Kenny is actually, because the 24 had to back out, Kenny's going to get a huge run on the outside lane. He's now going to move around Mole and up into the second. Kenny goes again. Amazing overtake from Kenny. Great job. Now he's got his sights set on the 4 of Ducky. Kenny's trying to get his first win on the season. As you see, it's now a big breakaway. You see a lot more drivers involved, or that have dropped back due to some incidents. Unfortunately, I think that's going to knock second place LRS back into, well, originally third place LRS. And Ducky is really now feeling the pressure around the outside. Here comes Kenny, making the outside lane work on the leader. He's got the help from the 24 of Mole. Down into turn number 1. Kenny sails it in deep. He's going to run it up high. He's still got the help from the 24, but the 4 is able to just roll the bottom a lot better. He'll have better mid-corner speed. Now, but trailing down the back straightaway, Kenny's going to have that run he's built. Now sends it off into 4, still behind him. I think Mole's just trying to work with Kenny here, just trying to help him out. Mole's really got nothing left to really fight for. I mean, he's trying to protect his race, so he might as well just try and help out a good friend of his while he's still got the chance. We are coming to 11 laps to go. We have 11 and a half right now. Well, now 11 and a quarter. Now we're coming to just 11. Hack has closed in on him. Hack has not tasted victory lane in quite some time. I know he has not won yet this season either, so that 8 and the 48 definitely going to be a little bit aggressive when they get up to the front. Obviously, they know who they're racing, but I mean, at this point, I think that as long as the Mole doesn't get wrecked, I think it's kind of championship locked. It's in running position. Ducky just has not scored the stage points he's needed today, and Ducky has won a stage and finished, I think, in the top 5 in it. So he's, I think, top 2. So he's basically got all the points he's needed. Now with just 10 laps to go remaining in the season. And here comes Kenny. Kenny tries to go down the inside of Ducky. Ducky, huge defense. But Kenny had too big of a run to deny. Down the inside, the 8 goes. He's going to get tight. He's going to run the 4 up the track. The 4's up into the wall. He's going to lose a bunch of ground. Here comes Kenny down the inside. Mole's trying to look 3 wide. They're 3 wide for the race lead. Here comes Hack. Big push to the 24. He's trying to look down the inside of them now as Mo gets the big push. He's going to move up to the lead. Kenny gets shoved up into Ducky. Now they're going to fall back into 3rd and 4th. And man, what a disaster it's been for the top 2, as now Mole's going to take back the lead, and Hack is going to go from 4th to 2nd in 1 turn. Unbelievable, man. And that all stemmed from a big shove from the 48 to the 24. Great teamwork there to get by in the preferred lane, and it was just really poor. I don't know, Kenny just drove it in way too aggressively for his own good, and unfortunately that costed him and now the 4 the chance maybe of the win. I'm not sure. They still have the draft of the 48, so they're still gonna even though they're still gonna have to try and work together to try and get back up to the front. Obviously Ducky not too pleased with the 8, and I do believe there's no more manual caution. I don't know when there's no more manual cautions, actually. Probably until 5 to go. They have done a great job of reeling that back in. Hack has not really done the best job of getting back to his teammate, but he's still keeping within that draft good enough. Is he look back to 5th. Irie Pluto still way back. Oh man, we are getting to the nitty-gritty here, folks. Just now 6 laps to go remaining. Here, Hack is now defending the 8 of Kenny, and looks like Ducky might return the favor a little bit. Sent him down the inside, and Kenny's going to wash up and into 4th. And actually, with all that fighting, that's allowed Hack to now drop back a bit of time. Ducky's still trying to fight for all he's got left, but right now they're coming off of turn 4 to see 5 laps to go remaining in the season. Ducky obviously very frustrated. He sees the champion right up in front. There's nothing he can do about it. Mole has run an incredible race so far, an incredible playoffs, as a matter of fact. He's just won everything. He's done a great job of keeping great position. I think his worst finish is like a 2nd. I don't know. Ducky, visibly frustrated, gives the bump to Hack. That's for 2nd. And now Ducky is on the hard charge to fight for the win. 4 laps to go remaining. And Ducky's got to really and there's lag in the server with 4 laps to go. Are we joking? Looks like they're fine now, but there's just a bit of lag right there. Didn't look to affect Ducky that much. Trying to chase down that 24, who's been so fast all day. Perfect lines from Ducky. It's so hard to match the 24 or like be better than him in the corners. He's just been able to be where you put his car where no one else is. 3 laps to go in the race. Ducky has closed that gap just a little bit. Unfortunately, he'd have to close a lot more, or he's going to have to hope for Mole to make a very uncharacteristic mistake for this one to kind of change. 2 laps to go now here at Chicagoland. Mole kind of migrated up to that outside lane, or to the middle lane now, just trying to play it a lot more safe, trying to break the draft from Ducky and trying to bring home his 3rd win in the championship 4 round. Coming out of turn number 4, Mole in the hole. We'll see the white flag. Last lap here in the season. He lost a lot of time off of 4. Down into turn 1. Ducky has closed that gap tremendously to the 24. He's got the run. What will Ducky do? Down into 3 and 4 for the final time. Sends it in deep. He gives him the bumper. Tries to move him out of the way, but it's not going to be enough. What a drive. What a season. Mole in the Hole is your Season 5 UTLR Next Gen champ. A season for the ages. Mole caps off his 10th win on the season, his third in the championship rounds, and most critically, gets another championship to his name. Great job from the 24 machine tonight. And a great, it also must be said, a very great effort from a lot of other drivers that do deserve their flowers here tonight. Ducky did rebound from a very poor start to this race. He rebounds for a second. Kenny is going to get a great third place, as well as Hack a nice fourth place finish for him as well. Irate Pluto's going to get a nice top 5. Drake gets a great 6th place. Unfortunately, it's not what you like to see for other championship members. LRS is 9th, SP 10th. Storm gets a great 7th to close out the season. Denny gets a respectable 8th. And Crimson Sniper a nice 11th with, unfortunately, one bad lagging out. It's a great job from Mr. Mole here. You'll be hearing from, well, I guess the rest of the, well, you'll be hearing from the championship for, at least. Fastest lap credit does go to LRS. He was able to set the fastest lap. We will be hearing from Mole. Be hearing from our Denny. Or no, wait, you're not going to be hearing from our Denny. I apologize. Everyone in our Denny. I don't know where Mr. the Ducky went, but he went somewhere. SP's here. Hi, SP. Hello. Hi. So is the is he shadow banned? Okay. Yeah, I can do the top 3 or top drivers and then Kenny. We'll give Kenny a spot. Ducky not gonna be in the interviews. That's okay. There's Kenny. Alright.
Wait, why are you in? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Never mind. You guys are Final Four too. Okay, I'm sorry.
Damn.
My fault.
That's cold. Alright then. Hello, gentlemen. If y'all include your audio, that'd be much appreciated. We're gonna get these interviews started here with our 3rd place finisher in the race, Kenny. Kenny, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, man, I mean, it was a great rebound for you. We didn't see much of you in the beginning of, well, I guess the overall race, but in this final lobby, you definitely were able to show your stuff, be up out front, and really show some speed towards the end. What could have you maybe done differently to get a different result? Maybe get a little bit, finish a little higher.
I don't know. I probably could have been a little bit more patient when passing the 4, but you know, I had a hole, and you don't get many opportunities to get to the inside of Ducky like that. And I seen the hole, and I took it, but I had too much. I took too much momentum on the bottom going into the next corner, and that let the 24 get to the inside. And you know, just honestly, it was just good hard racing in my opinion. I mean, 24 made a little contact, but I mean nothing to really upset the car. So I mean, like I said, all in all, you know, it was just good hard racing in my opinion. And I appreciate Mole, and I want to congratulate him for his championship. And I appreciate how clean he drove us those last few laps. And 8 car coming home top 3 is always a good feeling.
It's always a great feeling.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And with your season in retrospect, obviously you were unfortunately didn't make the championship for it, but nonetheless it was a great season for you. What would you say? Would you say your favorite moment of the season was for you?
I've had a few, but probably whenever I helped push Alex to the Daytona 500 win, and then pushing Mole with one bad to the Daytona win for the Final Four. So probably both Daytona races are my favorite moments of this season.
Well, those are two great moments to remember by. But congratulations to you, Kenny, on a fantastic P3 to finish your season, man.
Yeah, looking forward to next season and can't wait to run Bristol Dirt next year. That's all what I've been about, so I can't wait to hit that dirt track.
A fan favorite amongst many, but congrats to you, man.
Thank you, sir.
Now move on to SP, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right. Well, SP, not exactly the race you were hoping for. Obviously, came into this race mathematically out of the championship, but nonetheless, you came out early, like really well. And unfortunately, just as time went on, it just didn't seem to go your way. What happened there in the last portion of that race?
Well, I had a very fast car tonight. Thanks to LRS, me and him have been working all week on our setups and stuff, just trying to figure out what to go with. We used the same setup we did last night in trucks. LRS got the win. I finished third, so I mean it looked really good. Same setup for Cup. It worked really well again tonight. So, I mean, I think I had a top 3 car all night long. But the thing is that just as soon as you got the draft, it's game over for anyone else who doesn't have it, and it's kind of what happened there in like our last little green flag run right there. It's just me, LRS, Pluto, just Alex. We all lost the draft and couldn't keep up with Kenny, Ducky, Mole. They all just fought really hard there. Surprising Kenny got up there. Very nice job from him tonight. But yeah, and I spun out coming with like 9 to go or something like that. I just kind of hit the apron, spun, saved it, kept going, but I kind of ruined Pluto, LRS, and Alex's chances of having to fight and shot up there. Just mistake on my end, and it ended up being a 9th or 10th place finish for me tonight. Should have had a better finish tonight, but overall, just really great season from us. Way to turn it around. Last season, I didn't have 1 win. Maybe had 3 top 5s all season. Just I sucked last season. This season, came out with a bang. 3 wins with the Clash win. Couple stage wins. Did really good this season. So just looking on to building that next season. Thank you for all the hard work LRS and me have put together for our quote-unquote Legacy Motor Club. We did good tonight, and like I said, got into him, and congrats to the big dog, Mr. Three-Peat. You're going to have to stop this next season. I'm going to warn you now, I'm coming for you. I'm going to make sure you don't win it. I'm going to win it.
All right.
Nah, but congrats to Mole. He worked hard this season. He got
Appreciate
11, 12 wins. Just one of the good guys in the league. Congrats to him, and Alex, congrats on another successful season in ETLR, and looking forward to being here next season again.
Absolutely, and congratulations to you, SP, on a fantastic season for you, man.
Thank
It
you.
was a great job by you.
Why, thank you, Star.
Now move on to LRS here. Now, LRS, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, LRS, much the same as with SPs for you. You started off fantastic, leading a bunch of this race, but unfortunately, as time went down, and it unfortunately just seemed to unravel just a little bit. What maybe could you have done a little differently for this race to maybe play out in your favor?
Yeah, I think I was honestly really fast the race. I think it kind of showed 'cause I had the fastest lap. Even though it's kind of draft inspired, I still had the fastest lap. I raced up there the whole race, and then when we got the lag, I lost all of my positions. I fell back to 7th after the crash, and then when we restarted, I restarted 9th. So I lost all my track position, and then just couldn't get away from everybody in the back. Like they say, the squirrels. I couldn't get away from them. And SP, like he mentioned, got I guess onto the apron, spun out in front of me and Alex and Pluto, and just killed our chances. So, I mean, it's frustrating after the season I've had multiple wins, my first multi-win season. I won the truck championship last night. Still very happy about that, but things could have been a lot better tonight, and they should have, honestly.
Well, obviously, it was a great season for you, and looking forward into the future, what are you most looking forward to when going into this next season for you?
Yeah, the next gen cars are really, really fun. They really level the playing field, and I think we're going to see a lot of different players next season. I think it's going to be very, very fun. Mole's going to have a target on his back once again for multiple people. Everybody wants to claim these next gen cars as their car. I mean, I've raced in them, SB's racing them. We've all raced together in them. We've all practiced. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to the new car. I'm looking forward to new drivers. I'm looking forward to seeing, some familiar faces in new places because from what I'm hearing, there's going to be some pretty big changes. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations to you, LRS, on a great season for you, man, and congrats overall.
Yeah, thank you for broadcasting INF, and congratulations, Mole. You definitely are the class of the field. You definitely deserve it.
Thanks, Luke. I appreciate you.
And speaking of, we're moving on to the man of the hour, the champ here, Mole. Mole, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, my friend, it was a dominant season for you, to say the least. You were dominant in all stages of this race, too. Talk me through an incredible season for you.
Yeah, definitely. It's been probably my best season to date by far. I think this is the most wins I've had in a season, and I think just all the practice and everything put in has helped me a ton. I guess one thing I was just thinking about as everyone was going through their interviews, the Final Four, LRS, SP, and Ducky, I met all those guys in person. And thinking back on it, every single one of them has been such a good person to me, good person in this league, and has been an awesome friend. So competing with those guys and knowing that I know them in person and everything, it's been a fun ride. So I'm excited to see what the next gen car brings us. I think it's going to bring us a lot of parity, a lot of competition, and I'm going to go for 4. I'm going to go for 4. I don't know. And then maybe I'll go for 5 and meet Jimmy, but we'll see. We're not there yet. I can't put the cart before the horse yet, but I'll take my Cale Yarborough title of being a 3-peat winner, and I guess you can put me up there with the MJ 3-peat Bulls and the 3-peat Lakers, but I'm excited for next season, and the race today, I think Kenny kind of helped me win that. I was prepared to sit behind him and Ducky for the rest of the race, and then Kenny got tight into Ducky, and I was like, well, I guess this is my opening, so I took it. So wasn't really prepared to win this, but I'll take it. I was a little nervous going into it, not gonna lie. I've finished a lot of top 5s this year, but at the end of the day, it's not over till it's over. So Ducky ran a great race. It stinks that he's not here, but he's got a lot of stuff going on. So congrats to him on a great season too, and excited to race all these guys next year. And I will keep my title as champ and keep the reign going on.
Well, absolutely a dominant season by you, man, and class of the field. Congratulations to you, Mole, on another championship here in the Next Gen Series.
Thanks, brother.
Well, from all of us here at UTLR to you at home, it's been a pleasure to bring you coverage of this Next Gen Series. Thank you all so much for tuning into this season, and thank you all so much for tuning into this broadcast. This has been your voice for the action, INF, signing off. Good night, y'all, and we'll see you next season. Bye-bye.